And it is time. The GWL 2024 playoffs continue with the number 2 Bombers against the number 4 Wolverines. This is an elimination game, and the Ducks already advanced to the World Series from beating the Hawks, and the winner of this game will play the Hawks to go to the World Series. The starting lineups for today: Jaden Sheriff, Dan DeChurch, and Jake for the Bombers to start things off here. As Jaden Sheriff takes a ball right above his head here. Fred Werner, the starting pitcher for the Wolves today, as he has been rolling with his pitches so far this year. Hits Jaden in the back, hits him in the ass, and he loads up for another pitch, and Jaden swings at the dirt. Not sure what Peanut Head was looking there. Pops it up to Andy, and he makes the grab, and that is the first out. Fred Werner, with a great start so far, makes Jaden swings at dirt, and here it is for the flyout. As Andrew Pollock makes that catch for the instant replay of that one. And we will go back to the game as Fred Werner throws a ball to Dan DeChurch, who has a home run so far in these playoffs as Fred hits this, and what a hit from Dan DeChurch. That's a double. Great contact, and this is a pop out. That's going to be a foul for Jake Pollock. Dan DeChurch has been playing great baseball. Great wiffle ball this playoffs here. And that's what the Bombers need as they are facing elimination along with them. As Fred Werner will make the catch from Marcus Serino as he sobs away and hands the ball to Jaden. And here's the replay here as Serino pops it up. Werner with great concentration to make that catch. And this will bring back up Jaden Sheriff, who's had a great year. He was the MVP front runner in the regular season. Once things started getting rolling towards the end of the season, Clayton Adderhill took that spot on the Ducks as they are 7-0. This is going to be foul from Jaden Sheriff. As Fred Werner's pitching lights out, 2 batters, 2 outs. There might have been a hit in there somewhere. There was Dan DeChurch, but Fred Werner strikes out the side. And it's a great pitch right down the middle. Hit the strike zone on the swing and miss. And Fred Werner, he's dealing. It's 0-0, middle of the first. And yeah, Fred Werner's been just pitching great here for the Wolves. As the Wolves are the 4 seed, but they're making a case to go to the World Series here, as they could very much. And Marcus Serino with a great effort to make that catch from J.D. Losasso's pop out. And here's Andrew Pollock, who has a lot of homers, and he's probably the Cy Young leader of this league, who will take the walk. Right there is Fred Werner. Hits this right into the bush. That's going to be foul. Fred Werner makes great contact. It's always going to be foul. It's mostly fouls, but I like how he swings. The league likes that, but Fred Werner strikes out, and he's pissed. He slams the bat like it's a Gronk spike. And Serino is dealing right now as he just struck out Fred Werner. And he's going to attempt to make that ground out. He's not going to get it. But he has Joe Perez strikes out. What a pitch by Serino as we see there. Strikes out Joe in frustration. Serino, the 2021 Cy Young, strikes out the side as he ends the first 0-0. Werner and Serino, great pitching to end the first. Top of the second will bring up Jake Pollock. Here's Andrew Pollock, great pitcher. He's going to start the second inning out for the Wolves. But the 2021 Cy Young leader, Marcus Serino, and that's going to be either a double or a single for Jake Pollock. Marcus Serino had a great inning pitching last inning. The 2021 Cy Young winner is back at the plate. As he hits this, that's going to be a double, and he'll bring in a run for the Bombers. It is 1-0 Bombers in the elimination game.
That's not you.
Serino brings in a run. That's great. And Sheriff strikes out. He's been very off. And there's Andrew Pollock excited for the next batter, who is Dan DeChurch, playing lights out in the playoffs here. DeChurch swings and a drive. It is gone. Dan DeChurch with his 2nd home run of the year, and it comes in the playoffs. Unbelievable. Dan DeChurch stares down the ball, goes down the hill. That might be the furthest home run we've seen so far this year. Dan DeChurch, what a hit to make it 3-0 Bombers as Jake Pollock hits a single there.
Dude, that curve
brings up Sereno. Dandy Church. We were just talking about him being lights out, and he hits a nuke right after that. And Sereno's deep in the count here, but he takes the walk from Pollock. Pollock pitches this. That's going to be foul. And that's a swing and a miss. Jaden Sharrow is very off right now. He does not look like his regular season self here, as the Bombers might be dropping their second, could potentially lose their second straight playoff game as they lost to the Hawks already. And here's Dan DeChurch back at the plate. 2 home runs this playoff. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout from Andrew Pollock. And here's the highlight of the inning as Dan DeChurch hits a home run to give the Bombers a 3-0 lead. We head into the bottom of the second as J.D. Losasso, the GWL home run leader so far with 7 homers, hits a nuke to left field and bounces off his hand, and it is gone. J.D. Losasso with his 8th home run of the year. What a bomb, and that's going to give the Wolves. Cuts the lead down to 2 in the bottom of the second here as Andrew Pollock is at the plate. J.D. Losasso with a clutch home run, and here's Jaden Sharrow. He's throwing a couple good pitches here, but he's going to walk. Or, no, he's not going to walk him. Bounce it off. That's going to be the walk. As it's going to bring up Fred Warner, who's been locked in this year. He's very hyped for this. He's going to walk. And Joe Perez takes a strike right down the middle. Jaden Sharrow's dealing. Pretty good here as Joe Perez hits a single. And that is great to get some runners on base. Losasso crushes it. Dan DeChurch with the catch. He's got to be the player of the game. This game is Andrew Pollock smacks his grounder to left field to tie the game at 3. This is going to bring up Fred Warner. And Joe Perez with a swing and a miss. He is kind of pissed. Hands the ball to JD. And JD is pissed after that pitch. He's going to hit this. That's going to be a double to give the Wolves a 5-3 lead here. A 3-0 comeback that they desperately needed. And that's going to walk Andrew Pollock. J.D. Losasso comes up clutch. Fred Warner with a bomb, but that is going to be foul. Wow, that could have been Fred Warner's first home run of the year. That's going to be behind him, and he's going to walk. As there's another double from Joe Perez, who is hyped. And that's going to give the Wolves a 7-3. And J.D. hits another great pitch, but they're going to say that was foul. And that's going to be a single as it goes through Sharrow's hands. And here's Andrew Pollock. Wow, they're lighting him up. And the Wolves have a 9-3 lead on the Bombers here late in the second. Unbelievable. Fred Warner struck out, but here's the highlight of the inning. J.D. Losasso off his hand, and that is gone. Wolverines are 1 inning away from advancing to the GWL CS, the championship series, to go to the World Series. Jake Pollock, and that would have been a fly out, but that's an error from J.D. Losasso. Doesn't track it well. And this is going to bring up Sereno, and Andrew Pollock will make the catch. Sereno's pissed. Not having a great day right now. Sharrow hits this one up. JD signals fly out, and he gets it. Fred Warner with a great fly out. This is the top of the third. JD Losasso has a chance to shut them out and advance to the GWL CS. And he has Dan. This will be the third out if he gets Dan here, and that's going to be a ball. J.D. Losasso, does he have the ice in his veins? He gives him another ball. This could advance the Wolves right here. Will he do it? Swing and a miss. That's a great pitch there, and that's going to be a ball in the dirt. The Church eyes it down. Losasso, swing and a miss in the zone, and the Wolves will advance. They're 1 win away from the World Series, and they eliminate the Bombers, the number 2 seed. And they get upset by the number 4 seed, and there's the strikeout. Unbelievable. Andrew Pollock is hyped, and so are the Wolves as Joe and Fred handshake fist bump. They're hyped to advance, and we will see you in the Wolves-Hawks championship game.